Hey guys, it's Beth, and welcome back to some more of our Pokemon Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke. I have been doing nothing but grinding, essentially, and I just realized I forgot to... Hold on, I forgot to mute the game, I apologize. Yeah, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just leveling up the team that I'm going to be using after the gym. And I'm going to continue leveling up for the gym as well after this. And if you wonder, why, for previous grinding episodes, including this one, there is there's no layout. You don't actually see what Pokemon are on my team. That's just because it would take too long to, swap between them. And it's a lot of extra editing, considering that I'm going to have to swap out the team while doing all this. I should also check, I do not have max money yet. That is something I'm going to have to be aware of with this, because I really do not want to hit the cap of money, because the entire reason we're grinding over here is because of how much money we get from these rich trainers. I guess I'd rather have Earth Power than Will-O-Wisp. I feel like that's a good idea. And yes, I am training up, I am in fact training up, this... What's it called? This Slugma into a Macargo, because having a fire type will be very nice. It's genuinely the only reason I'm doing it. Also, I'm going to fix this before anyone complains. There we are. Because I accidentally drew on the bottom screen when I tabbed back into it. And if you ever wonder, why sometimes I'll do grinding on screen and sometimes I'll do it off screen, it's quite literally just because of the energy that I have at the moment. Right now, it is currently the 2nd of April, and this goes up on the 3rd of April. So I'm like, oh, I forgot to finish grinding on my own time, so I need to, do that before anything else. So for right now, we are just going to continue grinding, just because we kinda need to. Okay, I'm going to go and heal up to get more PP in my moves. But yeah, I will do grinding on my own time if I'm too tired to record, and if I'm out of time to grind on my own time, I'll typically just do it on screen. So yeah, that's why it's a bit inconsistent with that. So I apologize for the slight, what's it called, inconsistence with it, but it's quite literally just because I want y'all to actually have content available. And this is the best way to do it. It's to, it's not the most interesting stuff doing grinding, but it's still nice to, talk to y'all. So this is actually kind of funny. This is one of the earlier recording sessions that I've ever done, because it is only about, 8 in the morning, as I'm recording this. And, I'm just vibing with it. I haven't, eaten breakfast or had an energy drink or anything yet. Oh! Looks like, Slugma's evolving at a much earlier level. Look at that. It still evolves way later than it realistically should, given how not good Macargo is in general. But I mean, it's still better than having to get it up to level 38, since, yeesh. I still think 32 is a bit too high. I think this should be a level 25 evolution, to be perfectly honest. But hey, I mean, I don't work at Game Freak, I don't make the rules. I could do either of those things at some point, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Still not maxed out. We still got a ways to go for maxing out money. Because I have done this before on my own time, where I've been... I did this in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where I accidentally maxed out money because I was grinding over here. Though to be fair, I didn't have a lucky egg and was using the amulet coin while grinding, which is also a fair thing to do. It's just that right now, I need levels more than anything else. Like, we are not that needy when it comes to money, especially considering the fact that we can't purchase hyper potions at the moment. And I mean, I guess I could go and stock up on Moo Moo Milk, and I think I probably will do that. Before going into Crasher Wake's gym. I'll probably pick up like some burn heals or something as well. In case of Scald. I'm sure they added Scald into this. With how popular of a move that is, there's no way that they didn't. The Versus Seeker should really just work consistently, I'm gonna be honest. If people are using the Versus Seeker, it's probably because they need to grind. And, like, I don't know. It just would make sense to have it so that it always works, regardless of steps. I don't know. I mean, at least they reduced the step count in this ROM hack. Like, that's very nice of them to do, but, like, they could have just made it always work. Like, if you go out of your way to design a deliberately hard ROM hack, you should probably, like, you should probably have it set up so that the Versus Seeker can just, you can grind, you know? But whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. Now, I will admit, part of me really, wants to play some PC games at the moment instead of playing, this, because, my mouse that I've been using for the past, like, I think 2 years now? 2 years at least, probably. It is dead. Very much dead. Logitech G305, and the reason I buy, like, Logitech mice is because generally they are reliable and good. My favorite mice of all time have been Logitech ones, even since I was young and buying, like, the $5 ones. Like, even those were a bit more reliable than some of the other mice that I've gotten over the years and more comfortable. And there was a sale going on, so I decided to splurge on myself. And despite the fact that anytime I've seen it, like, online, I've not liked how the plastic sheen and stuff looks, and I thought that it would be fairly cheap to actually have. I did pick up a Logitech G604, and the reason I did that is because my favorite mouse of all time is the Logitech G602, which looks terrible, but it felt phenomenal. It was one of the best mice I've ever used, and I would still be using them if they didn't have a whole fatal flaw of the fact they no longer exist, and they also have internal memory that corrupts and makes your own computer unstable, which is honestly a hell of its own, like, league, I'm gonna be honest. It's just awful. And the Logitech G604 is what replaced it and came after. If it has fixed, like, that issue, then that's, like, phenomenal, and I can't wait. If, on the other hand, it is not fixed, that's going to suck, since, well, duh. It's also a bit weird going back to a bit of a heavier mouse. Because I will be honest, I have used it a little bit. It came in yesterday, and, I do like how it feels overall. The pictures were oddly deceptive. The pictures made it look cheaper and flimsier than it actually is, which, like, that kind of sucks, I'm gonna be honest. The fact that, like, the advertising of it made it look shit, not good. It's like the opposite of what you want advertising to do. I will say I don't like the mouse wheel. I'll see how I get used to it, but I do not like the mouse wheel. I don't like how locked it feels, and I also don't like the fact that it's metal. It really is, I mean, is it metal? It definitely is cold like metal, so I don't know. But I don't like the noise it makes. And also, there's two different modes, which is this locked mechanism, which has a bit too much, like, feedback on it. I don't like the ridges on it either. Or you have an unlocked mouse wheel mode, which what it lets you do is just frickin' spin it for eternity. Which is not useful. I'm gonna be entirely honest. It's entirely just there to be a fidget toy, I'm 90% sure. But I am pretty sure that that is how, like, that's how, what's it called? People do the constant clicky flashlights in, like, Dead by Daylight. I'm pretty sure that's how they accomplish that. Alright. Let's switch Bus up front. Give them the lucky egg, and we'll just have them fight the grass trainer over here. Man, I just looked in my party, I was like, that's odd, where's Roxy? And then I remembered the entire reason I'm grinding right now. What a shame. What an actual damn shame. That's water type. I can't fight you, I'm gonna be honest. Much better. And yeah, I know how dumb it is that I am training up a fire type going into a water type gym. The reason for that is because, well, I kinda need to have it for, like, the steel and ice gym coming afterwards. They're not going to be in my party for the water type gym. In fact, I'm going to probably swap to the other grass types I was using just a moment ago. Don't give up on Power Gem. Forget a move, get rid of Rock Slide. Because I'm pretty sure you are special, not physical, right? Yeah, you're much more special than physical. And I will admit, I'm going to go and pick up the grass-type Pokemon that we have in the box at the moment. Solely because, training up against only one of those trainers is going to take so long. So I'm just going to have the grass types, come and help. Alright, The issue with that is that against the grass, like, trainer, like, these grass types are not going to be the best because they have a jump luff, and jump luff is not very friendly, let's be honest. Okay, let me just, XP share, give it to Bus. And then Lucky Egg, give that to Deke. Okay. Thank you. Now let's go run and continue. Oh, you know what? I should heal while I'm here. But yeah, I want to play some more PC games after doing a bit of recording today, because I want to see if I will get acquainted with this mouse, if it's you know, if it's right for me. Because going from a very light mouse to a what is admittedly a very heavy mouse, not the easiest thing. I'm gonna be for real. I'm also going to have to see if I can, like, set some bindings for the mouse buttons, because there's a whole bunch of them. And ironically, I've finally gotten into games where that would be useful. So yeah, I'll probably put some stuff onto, like, TF2 and things, since I've been playing a lot of that with friends lately. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's literally just because one of them, Evan namely, is on an Overwatch, like, esports team, and my friend group, well, at least a decent chunk of the friend group plays Overwatch specifically because we all own it, and we have owned it since, like, 2016. We've been playing that since we were in high school together. Yeah. So, I think Evan's just tired of playing Overwatch, and they're like, okay, let's go play the Overwatch that isn't Overwatch, so, we can still have fun together, like, as a group, but not have to cause Evan insane mental stress for the fact that, he has to carry his team, both in terms of, both us as his friends and also the rest of his esports team. Because he got into, like, what is it in Overwatch? Top 500 or whatever? He got into that specifically to, like, prove how good he was, going into the thing. Personally, I don't play much of it at all, I'm gonna be honest. Like, honestly, ever since, like, I used to play it a bit when I was more, like, when I was more well acquainted with everyone in the friend group, before I had to, like, take a leave of absence from the friend group because of major depression. I used to play it a lot with them, and now I rarely do, I'll be honest. The only time I play Overwatch now is just with Evan, and that's, like, maybe, like, once or twice, like, once a week at most, let's be honest. And that's just because, like, schedules just rarely work out. And also, I still get, anxious and intimidated by having too many people around, so, like, if I see people in, like, a Discord call, and there's, like, 10 people there, I'm like, you know what, I think I'm good. I think that's too many people, that's too much, that would instantly drain my social battery. I am not in a position to deal with that. But yeah, just putting it here, I have not spent money on Overwatch since 2016. Please understand. I've never bought any loot boxes for it because I have an addictive personality, and I know better than to get into something like that at this point. It's like, I've spent a lot of money on stuff like Fortnite and Dead by Daylight at this point because I play too much of those games, and once again, addictive personality. I wound up spending money on them once, and it sort of just snowballed. And I know better than to do that for other games. And that's sort of why I try to limit myself from playing Overwatch at this point, because I don't want to give them money. Yeah. I don't want to give them money, and I don't want to, like, completely waste my money. So, yeah. I mean, to be honest, there are few things that really are a waste of money as long as you... Like, if you enjoy something, it's not a waste of money. There's no such thing as, like, something that is truly wasted unless you just don't enjoy it. I don't know, at least that's what I've always been, like, conditioned by myself into vibing with, because, like, life is short. We don't take money to the afterlife or anything, so does it really matter to spend a little bit of cash on things that you enjoy? I'm honestly going to... Hold on, don't give up on Woodhammer. Hold on. Can I see, Oh, you know what? I can just reteach anything at any point. So we can always go back to that. I'm pretty sure this is more of a special attacker. Yeah, it's more of a special attacker as far as I can see. Yeah. But yeah. I had this conversation with people earlier when I was at work, because of where we are in terms of an economy, where the essentials are too much money. It's like, when essentials are unattainable, then, the optional things that, like, luxuries become attainable when essentials aren't. It's like, yeah, I can never buy a frickin' house, because even though, like, I'm working in a warehouse and, like, breaking my body physically, I'm not making enough money to ever be able to support an apartment for any extended duration. But I would be able to just, you know, spend a couple bucks on, like, a Funko Pop. Like, one of those things is very much not needed, but it's a lot more affordable. It's the same reason why, like, people will just, like, end up buying a lot of fast food, because even though it's, like, a luxury thing, because it's, like, it tastes, like, good, but it costs more than just buying, like, raw ingredients or whatever, it's cheaper and takes less time on a strictly, like, moment-to-moment thing. It's like, well, if I can't, like, have a house where I can have, like, all of the essentials for, like, cooking everything myself, then, well, clearly it just makes more sense for me to just go and, like, buy something, and, like, if I'm constantly working, then I don't have time to, like, properly cook things, so just, you know, grab something that's already made. I'm describing this poorly because I am very tired, but I feel like the point is still coming across. And honestly, this is where I'm going to call it for now, because I am tired. I'm actually just, like, feeling not great at the moment, so I think I need to take a break, and, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.